Hey mamas, Ayo here. Today we're going to learn a type of breath work called Ujayyi breath, sometimes known as ocean breath or victorious breath, and we'll see how it can help us during our whole pregnancy and even during labor and birth. So as always, check in with a doctor or medical professional, see what's right for you, and then pull up a chair and let's jump on in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're welcome to join me today, seated on a chair or sitting on your mat or wherever feels comfortable for you. Most important is that you're in a nice supported seated position. Our shoulders are back and down. You can rest your hands on your thighs. And we're just going to start with a few basic breaths before we introduce this new friend called Ujayyi. So let's take a full breath in through our nose. And you can exhale through your nose or your mouth. And again, let's take a full deep breath in through our nose and exhale through the nose or the mouth. And just one last time, taking that full deep breath in, starting to connect to the rhythm of your breath and releasing it back out again. Now, what is Ujayyi breath and how can it help us during pregnancy and during labor? Ujayyi breath, it's often called ocean breath because the sound that we make kind of reminds people of that wave of the ocean coming in and out, though it translates closer to victorious breath. And what this breath does for us is it helps us center and focus. There's a lot of different claims of it balances your neurological system, it helps with digestion. Maybe those things are true. But what I find for me that's most helpful is when I practice this type of breath, Ujayyi breath, all of a sudden the noise, the thoughts in my mind, all of the things that surround me can become quieter. And it just allows me to come into a state of deep focus. Sometimes we practice Ujayyi breath during physical yoga practice when we're doing asana, holding a posture. Sometimes you can just be, waiting for a bus to come. And if you're feeling a little bit flustered or frustrated by the people around you or whatever it is, you could even, it might draw a little bit of attention because it is an audible breath, but you can even practice Ujayyi breath out on the street. And certainly during labor, oh my gosh, powerful during labor to just help you deeply focus on this moment. So now that we know a little bit about theoretically what it can do for us, let's learn how to do it. When we take Ujayyi breath, when we practice this ocean breath, what we're doing is we're kind of constricting our throat. So that sensation, when you whisper and there's a little bit of constriction in the throat, or if when you were little, there was a mirror and you wanted to fog it up so that way you could draw a smiley face or a heart on it. So you might go, and there's that sense of constriction in the throat. That's what we're aiming for, both on the inhale and the exhale. So we'll start out learning it by just inhaling regularly through the nose, and then exhale. You can actually hold your hand up and just imagine that the palm of your hand is that mirror that you're trying to fog up. So we take a full breath in. Or almost, I know this sounds kind of silly, but almost as if you were trying to test your own breath. How's your breath today? Then you smell. I don't know if that actually works, but that sort of imagery. So let's try it 5 times together. Breathing in. Now you might find, or at least I just found doing this 5 times in a row, that when you take Ujayyi breath with your mouth open, it kind of has a drying effect. It's not even so comfortable when you take it with your mouth open. So the idea is to start to learn how to take Ujayyi, these audible exhales with this constriction of the throat, with your mouth closed, actually breathing out through the nose. So let's start out with one of those deep breaths in and fogging up the mirror with our mouth open. And then we'll try 2 more of just with the exhale through the nose. We have, and now the nose ones. And you can kind of think, for anyone who's seen the movie Star Wars, you can think about Darth Vader. It's that kind of deep, chesty, audible type of inhalation and exhalation. So we can try it together now. Let's say 3 times inhaling and exhaling with this constriction of the throat. If you don't get it at the beginning, that's fine. It kind of takes time, but once you get it, it can be used in so many different ways to help us out. So we have okay, now we're gonna try something out. I want you to think of something that gets on your nerves. It could be something, it could be someone, it could be a specific situation, or maybe something that you've just been like a little worried or concerned about. And kind of visualize that and allow yourself to kind of sink into that situation, whether it's like a sink full of dirty dishes, or someone said something and it rubbed you the wrong way, you didn't like it, or you're just feeling super distracted because you're juggling 1,000 different things that you want and need to do. So whatever item that is that's at the forefront of your mind, we're gonna see if we can replace that item and replace any sensations of discomfort or anxiety with just the slow and calming rhythm of the ocean breath. So let's try a final 4 breaths together. We're holding space in our minds for that thing that's just like bugging us or flustering us, or, you know, that we just feel like there's so much going on. And we're responding to it by just anchoring back into our body and into our breath and into this moment. So 4 breaths with me. Let's do this together. And that's it. Like I said, it takes a little while to learn the technique, but then it becomes kind of simple and second nature. And so whether it's during pregnancy and dealing with just day-to-day life, or during labor to kind of guide you through a contraction and anchor you into this current moment, Ujayyi breath, ocean breath, can be a tremendous help. Try it out. Let me know how it is for you. And yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Thanks, mamas.